Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet is a romantic tragedy written by William Shakespeare early in his career about the romance between two Italian youths from feuding families. Introduction. Romeo and his friends attended the party of Capulets without any invitation. Romeo's family and Capulet's families are enemies from long time. Romeo sees Juliet in party and falls in love with her instantly. When Romeo sees Juliet for the first time, he is struck by her beauty. The imaginarily Romeo uses to describe Juliet. Romeo's speech, when she saw Juliet in old Lord Capulet's supper. A grand hall filled with guests at a vibrant party in old Lord Capulet's house. The room is decorated with ornate details, colorful banners, and torches illuminating the space. People are dancing and engaging in lively conversations. In this speech, Romeo uses vivid imagery to express his admiration for Juliet. "Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright." Romeo suggests that Juliet's beauty is so striking that it outshines the brightness of the torches, as if she teaches them how to burn more brightly. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night, like a rich jewel in an Ethiope's ear. He compares Juliet to a precious jewel set against the dark backdrop of the night, highlighting her dazzling appearance. Beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. Juliet's beauty is described as something so rare and precious that it is almost too valuable for this world. So shows a snowy dove trooping with crows, as yonder Lady O'er her fellow shows. Romeo likens Juliet to a white dove among crows, emphasizing how she stands out with her purity and grace compared to others. The measure done, I'll watch her place of stand, and, touching hers, make blessed my rude hand. Romeo decides to meet her after the dance ended and touch her hand with his hand to make blessed his rude hands. Did my heart love till now? Forswear its sight, for I ne'er saw true beauty till this night. Romeo questions whether he ever truly loved before seeing Juliet, suggesting that he has never seen real beauty until this moment. Now, let us glance on complete summary of Romeo's speech. Romeo initially describes Juliet as a source of light, like a star against darkness. She doth teach the torches to burn bright. It seems she hangs upon cheek of night. She is so beautiful that the brightness of her face outshines the light of the torches. Against the darkness of the night, she seems to shine like a precious jewel in a black woman's ear. Juliet's beauty is so expensive to be used daily. Her beauty is so great that it should be reserved for special occasion. Her beauty is too precious for the earth. It has heavenly quality. She shines above the other ladies, as much as white dove shines among a flock of crows. Romeo decides to meet her and touch her hand with his hand to make blessed his rude hand. He asked himself whether his heart has loved any lady till then. He says he has never seen a beautiful woman till that night. Romeo believed that he could then distinguish between artificial his love for Rosaline and the genuine feelings for Juliet.
Juliet's speech. In the Capulets' party, Juliet looked at Romeo and had fallen in love with him in first sight. She decides to marry Romeo. Here is a line-by-line explanation of Juliet's speech from Act 3, Scene 2 of Romeo and Juliet. Come night, come Romeo, come thou day and night. Juliet is eagerly calling for the night to arrive because that is when Romeo will come to her. She refers to Romeo as day and night, suggesting that his presence brings light and joy, even in the darkness of night. For thou wilt lie upon the wings of night, Juliet imagines. Romeo is coming to her, carried by the night, as if he is riding on its wings. This imagery suggests a sense of swiftness and ethereal beauty. Whiter than new snow upon a raven's back, she describes Romeo as being exceptionally pure and beautiful, comparing his whiteness to new snow, set against the stark contrast of a raven's black feathers. This highlights Romeo's striking appearance and purity. Come, gentle night, come, loving black-browed night. Juliet continues to personify night, calling it gentle and loving, and describing it as having black-browed or dark features. She is invoking the night to come quickly and bring Romeo to her. Give me my Romeo, and when he shall die, she asks the night to bring her Romeo. Then she contemplates a future where, after Romeo's death, take him and cut him out in little stars. The night will take Romeo and transform him into a constellation of stars. This is a metaphor for Romeo being immortalized in a beautiful and eternal form. And he will make the face of heaven so fine. Juliet believes that if Romeo were transformed into stars, he would beautify the night sky, making it extraordinarily lovely. That all the world will be in love with night. She imagines that Romeo's presence in the night sky would make everyone fall in love with the night and pay no worship to the garish sun. And as a result, people would no longer worship or be drawn to the sun, which she describes as garish or overly bright and harsh in comparison to the gentle romantic night illuminated by Romeo's stars. Now, let us glance on complete summary of Juliet's speech. Juliet describes Romeo as she and Romeo met under the nighttime. She wants the night to come quickly, since his presence will shine out against darkness. She envisioned night like a bird and accepts that Romeo will come gliding on the wings of the night, like new snow on a raven's back. She tends to the night, imperatively calling it gentle night and dark-browed night. She pleads it to carry her Romeo to her. She imagines that after Romeo's death, he would be cut into pieces, which would be transformed into stars shining brightly in the sky. These stars shining would look lovely. The whole world wishes the night to continue endlessly in order that they may continue to enjoy the sight of these lovely stars. Juliet is longing for night to come so she can be with Romeo. She uses poetic imagery to describe her anticipation and love for him, envisioning a future where Romeo's beauty is immortalized in the stars, making the night sky so beautiful that everyone would prefer it over the day. This speech highlights Juliet's deep love and romantic idealization of Romeo,